Airport security arrested me for smuggling, but the supervisor stopped them when she opened the sealed package. Officer Bryant pulled me out of the security line and walked me to a private screening room with 2 other TSA agents already waiting. "Empty your pockets and place your bag on the table," he said, pointing at the metal table bolted to the floor. I complied, pulling out my wallet, phone, and keys. He unzipped my carry-on and removed the sealed aluminum case my boss had given me that morning. "What's in here?" "Medical samples. I'm a courier for Bergman Research Labs. That case is temperature-controlled and legally sealed. I have documentation." Officer Bryant scanned the case under a portable X-ray device. The screen showed dense organic material in strange shapes. He exchanged looks with the other agents. "This doesn't look like medical samples. This looks like compressed narcotics." My stomach dropped. "It's bone marrow specimens for a cancer trial. They're packed in specialized gel. That's why they look weird on the scanner." He picked up the case and shook it slightly. "The seal on this case has tamper-evident tape. Convenient excuse for not opening it." I pulled out my work badge and the transport papers. "I'm not allowed to open it. Federal regulations require the receiving lab to break the seal. It's all in the documentation." The third agent, Wilson, took my papers and barely glanced at them. "Anyone can print fake documents. We see this all the time. Couriers are perfect covers for drug trafficking." Officer Bryant was already on his radio. "We need a narcotics detection unit at checkpoint 3. Possible smuggling situation." I tried again. "Call my supervisor. His number is on the letterhead. He can verify everything." Wilson shook his head. "Drug smugglers always have someone ready to lie for them on the phone." Officer Bryant pulled out handcuffs. "Sir, you're being detained pending investigation. You have the right to remain silent. I'm not a drug smuggler. I've made this same trip 8 times this month." Bryant clicked the first cuff onto my wrist. "Then you've been smuggling 8 times. Anything you say can and will be used against you." The second cuff locked into place. Wilson was photographing the case from every angle. "We're going to open this in the evidence room. If it's what we think it is, you're looking at federal trafficking charges. Minimum 10 years. My hands were shaking. 8 medical facilities were waiting for these specimens. Patients were scheduled for treatments tomorrow morning. If these samples were compromised, months of research would be destroyed. Please don't open that case. It has to maintain a specific temperature range. There's a digital readout on the side. If you break the seal improperly, you'll destroy everything inside." Officer Bryant wasn't listening. "Take him to holding. I'll process the case." They walked me down a long corridor toward the detention area. My flight was leaving in 45 minutes. The lab was expecting me by 6 p.m. I'd signed legal documents promising to maintain chain of custody. Through the window, I could see my plane at the gate. Everything was falling apart. We passed the supervisor's office just as a woman in a different uniform stepped out. She stopped when she saw the handcuffs. "Officer Bryant, what's the situation?" Bryant turned. "Possible narcotics smuggling, Supervisor Wallace. Subject was carrying a suspicious sealed case. X-ray shows compressed organic material inconsistent with his cover story." Supervisor Wallace held out her hand. "Show me the documentation." Bryant handed her my transport papers. She studied them for maybe 20 seconds. Her expression changed. "This is a certified medical courier seal. These forms have authenticating holograms." "Where's the case?" "Evidence room," Bryant said. "We're about to open it." Supervisor Wallace was already walking fast toward the screening area. "Nobody touches that case." She looked at me. "What's your name?" "David Klein. I work for Bergman Research Labs." She nodded. "I know Bergman. They do the childhood leukemia trials." She pulled out her phone and made a call while we walked. "This is Supervisor Wallace at Denver International. I need verification on medical courier David Klein. Employee ID B2893. She waited. "Yes, thank you." She hung up. "Your supervisor confirms your identity and the contents. He's also very concerned about the temperature integrity." We reached the screening room where Officer Bryant had left the case. Supervisor Wallace picked it up and checked the digital display. "This case has been out of temperature control for 6 minutes. Protocol says it's still viable up to 15 minutes. She turned to Bryant and Wilson. "This is a legitimate medical transport. Those samples inside are bone marrow specimens for pediatric cancer patients. The gel packing is designed to look dense on X-rays specifically to protect the biological material from radiation exposure." Bryant stammered. "The X-ray signature matched our trafficking profiles." Supervisor Wallace carefully removed my handcuffs. "Your profiles need updating. Medical research transports use the same density signatures as compressed drugs because they're protecting living cells." She handed me the case. "Mr. Klein, you have 20 minutes to make your flight. Security will escort you directly to your gate. No further screening required." She looked at Bryant and Wilson. "My office tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We're going to discuss proper verification procedures and why neither of you thought to actually read the documentation before making an arrest." I ran toward my gate with a TSA escort clearing the path ahead of me.